Why won't my split peas get soft? Split peas are an incredibly nutritious and tasty addition to soup, stews, and salads. However, they can be particularly difficult to cook, often requiring long simmering before they become soft enough to eat. If your split peas refuse to soften no matter how long you simmer them, there could be a few possible explanations. Join us to learn more about why split peas won't get soft and discover some tips for making them tender in no time. 1. Avoid ingredients with high acidic content. Split peas have a high cellulose content, making them difficult to soften. This cellulose is sensitive to acidity levels, making it harder for them to soften if cooked with acidic ingredients such as tomatoes or vinegar. If you want your split peas to be softer, it's best to avoid adding anything acidic while cooking them. Adding an acidic ingredient like vinegar, lemon juice, and tomato sauce will prevent your split peas from softening. 2. Increase the cooking time. Another way to ensure that split peas become soft is to cook them longer than usual. Split peas require a long cooking time, so make sure you allow enough time for the split peas to soften in the pot. You may want to start checking after 45 minutes of cooking, but it could take up to 2 hours of simmering for them to become soft. 3. Using an old batch of split peas. It's important to use fresh split peas when cooking. If you are using an old batch of split peas, they may have been sitting around too long, and their cellulose content may have broken down, making them less able to soften during cooking. The fresher the split peas, the easier it will be for them to become soft when cooked. If your split peas are still hard after an hour or two of cooking, switch out the old batch for a fresher one. Rinse the fresh split peas before adding them to the pot to eliminate dirt or debris. This will help ensure the best possible outcome for your split peas. 4. Soak overnight. To ensure that split peas are as soft as possible, it is best to soak them overnight. This helps the split peas absorb moisture and become softer before cooking. Soak dry split peas for at least 8 hours, preferably overnight, in a bowl of cold water. Drain the excess water and rinse before adding it to the pot. Doing this will make the split peas much softer and require a significantly shorter cooking time. This is an especially useful tip if you are pressed for time but still want soft and tender split peas. 5. Avoid hard water. Another thing to remember when cooking your split peas is the water used. Soft water will help ensure that the split peas soften faster, while hard water can make it more difficult for them to break down and soften. If you live in an area with hard water, using filtered or distilled water instead can help prevent the split peas from becoming too hard during the cooking process. Adding a pinch of baking soda to the water can also help soften the split peas. This will make it easier for them to break down and become soft with cooking. 6. Avoid excessive salt. Adding too much salt can also impede the softening process of split peas, as it can cause them to become tough and chewy. Check the seasoning at least halfway through cooking, so you don't add too much salt. This will help ensure that your split peas come out perfectly cooked and tender.